Welcome to Power Word Fail, a 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Carlos, and I am the Dungeon Master for this lovely group of heroes. But enough about me, let's get to the real stars of the pod. First, we have Katie.
Hello, I'll be playing Evangeline Abernathy of the Mornstead Abernathy's.
Tyrell.
Frog Emperor Spunk, Cleric of the Hero's Light.
Austin.
I'm Ferric, Singer of the Dirge.
Ian.
Ambrose Bousson.
Nathan.
Miraz the Magnificent, Wizard Extraordinaire.
And Andy.
Hey, yo, I'm Pickles. Fight me.
Once again, my name is Carlos, the Dungeon Master, and this is episode 1. Oh my, episode 1 of the first campaign, The Chosen of the Crystal Crown. And without further ado, let's get right in. It is a beautiful day in Fothington. The sun shining, the place of peace in the center of town square, ripe with adventure, children playing, people selling their wares. It's one of those days where you say, all is right in the world. Unfortunately, you all find yourselves not there. In fact, you're not above ground at all. As you awake from being knocked out, or whatever, maybe you fell asleep, you don't know, you find yourselves in a dark, lowly dungeon. The sunlight beaming from a short window. This dungeon's probably 10 to 15 feet wide, and the same thing across. Enough for you to be not so comfortable, but you're not all crammed in there. Maybe it's 20 feet for you. There is no sounds of people talking, just the small and running of a mouse here and there. Your hands, your feet are shackled, and unfortunately you don't remember how you got here. You just remembered that for one way or another you made your way to the town of Fothington for your own devices, whatever that may be, and now you've awoken in jail. What would you like to do?
Cry.
Hey, Spunk, do you hear that crying?
Oh, I thought it was you.
No, I don't cry like that. Hey, who's crying?
What? Excuse me, who's there? Who are you?
I'm Ferric. This
Spunk.
is Spunk. And as you look over, you see this 7-foot tall owl beast with antlers.
Oh.
And their eyes are just glowing back at you. Nice to meet you!
Charmed.
Please don't let my form intimidate you. I'm really very nice.
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
Okay, I will do my best not to be intimidated by you. Spunk, was it?
Yes, Frog Emperor Spunk. I mean, that's the whole title.
Frog Emperor Spunk.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
And I lift Spunk up so that you can get a better view of him.
Rafiki and Simba.
Yes.
Spunk, describe your character.
Spunk is a small, extremely small, 2-foot tall frog, garbed in white robes, covering a tiny chainmail. He has kind of glistening, mottled red skin, and a golden symbol hangs around his neck of a sword and shield.
Wonderful.
All right.
Rose, describe your character.
Yeah, Miraz, how much of our, equipment and or clothing do we still have with us?
It is not completely dark here, but it is not as much light as you'd want. You find yourselves shackled with no equipment besides the clothes that you have on.
Okay, so Miraz is, he's human in his middle years, I'd say early to, I'd say mid-40s. He's got brunette hair that's beginning to move toward gray, and in his shackles as he is, his flamboyant red and blue wizard robes are not tattered, that's not the right word. They're ruffled, they're smudged and smeared more than he typically likes, and so he's, especially without his equipment and in the dim light, he's kind of beside himself, and when he's confronted in the gloom by Ferric and this just, this owl gaze of death, but then paired with a cheery demeanor and a frog person, he is absolutely beside himself how to react to this. So I guess I'll just kind of nod at Spunk, and then I'll look around to see if I can find my friend Pickles.
As you look around, Pickles is right next to you. The familiar friend you have as well, Shackled. And with that being said, Pickles, go ahead and describe your character.
Absolutely. So Pickles is slightly taller, at a whole 3 feet tall. She is a dark red fuzzy goblin who kind of looks like a gremlin from Gremlins. These bright yellow glowing eyes that almost have a reptilian look to them. And currently all you see is just a big cloak with her ears sticking out. It was definitely a cloak meant for somebody much larger. You could picture like a child playing dress up. So the sleeves are humongous and it kind of just fits like a dress. And when she smiles, she's got this huge row Cheshire cat spiky teeth smile. And she's probably just like, hey, can you lift me up too?
Yeah, pick up your friend. We want to see them. I can't see them.
Yeah, I'll chuckle. I feel, a little bit more myself already now that my friend and my hype man is here. So I'll pick up Pickles and hold her out the same way that that Ferric is holding Spunk.
He's super strong.
Are you two clowns?
No, the little one's a hero for sure.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I got confused with the multicolored robe and the ill-fitting clothes.
No, I'm not a clown. I'm Miraz the Magnificent. You might have heard of me. I'm the most powerful wizard in these parts.
Oh, that's a disappointing. Oh man, I was hoping you were a clown.
One day the most powerful wizard in the world, but sadly that day is not today.
Hey, don't call my friend a clown.
No, I love clowns. Are you kidding? They're so cheery with their face.
They're terrifying.
Hey, we should probably be clowns.
What?
God damn
No.
it, Evangeline. What did you get me in?
Ambrose, darling, there's clearly been some sort of mistake. And absolutely, no matter what they say, do not lift me up. So undignified.
I feel like someone hit me in the back of the head. How did we get here?
And who are you?
Oh, hello. I'm Evangeline Abernathy of the Mornstead Abernathys. This is Ambrose. There has clearly been some sort of misunderstanding because I couldn't possibly have done anything to warrant being in this. What is this?
Is a room.
I mean, kind of looks like a cave.
Yeah, are there like bars or is this more like a pit? Like you said dungeon, I think, but not really sure.
Yeah.
Prison? So?
Captivity room? Is that?
Ridiculous.
Captivity room.
I mean, is
Captivity room, thank you.
How do we get in? Is there like a trapdoor above us, or are there like bars in the wall?
Yeah, as you adjust more and you start to kind of get used to the lighting, you see that the room is basically full. 3 walls, and one of the walls is bars. These bars are pretty narrow. I would say they're not even like 8 inches apart or so. They're pretty, close together. Obviously, they were made in case someone did think about trying to squeeze out. And as you study these, Miraz, Miss Evangeline, please describe your character for us.
Evangeline is a 22-ish year-old human woman. Looks very much Miss Muffet, Little Bo Peep-esque. She's wearing a very flouncy white and pink dress that she will be very concerned about getting dirty in this containment room. Normally she would be carrying a parasol, but it seems they've taken everything. Poppet, darling, are you there? Is
I'm
Poppet
sorry,
there?
was
Yeah,
that the
Pop-
cat?
There's a great beast in here.
Of course he's a cat.
Yeah, the great beast's name is Ferric.
Oh, yes. I mean, yes, me, but also...
Poppet, my darling.
Poppet is there, next to you, of course.
Is Poppet in tiny chains?
No, the Poppet has seemed to have made their way into the cell with you. Obviously, they think nothing of your beautiful pet.
So, you'll see a very plush, very grumpy white Persian cat wearing a pink and white collar that, of course, coordinates with Evangeline's ensemble, sneak in through the bars, and I'll just start petting him. Poppet, my darling, how did we get into this situation?
Poppet looks up at you, just glares, and just makes this grunt sound.
I'll just scritch his ugly little face.
Hisses at you.
It doesn't seem like your pet likes you very much.
Don't be ridiculous. Poppet and I have a very deep bond.
Do you guys remember anything how we got here?
I was
No.
hoping you might.
No.
No, unfortunately.
Most importantly, how the hell do we get out?
Well, surely there must be some sort of jailer or something around here. We'll just explain it was a mistake.
Is someone leading us while we're walking down here, or are we in a cell?
I think we're just in the cell.
Oh, we're in
Currently-
the cell.
Just
Okay.
in a cell.
Currently
We're just in the
cell.
containment room.
Containment room. With that being said, Ambrose, please describe your character for us.
Yes. So Ambrose is around 22 years old. He is a dark-skinned human. He has a jerry curl with a taper, with like curls that are flowing down to his forehead. Kind of imagine like a flowy pompadour a little bit. He wears dark purple leather armor with this hideous red, green, gold, blue gradient cloak. And if you guys are relying on dark vision right now, is it pitch black in here?
No, there is just enough light as you look up. You see that the sunlight is kind of pouring through the cellar window, giving definitely not enough light, but you don't need dark vision
Just
to
enough.
see. Yeah, just enough.
So you wouldn't know that, but I would be invisible as a Gloomstalker. He also wears these thin, rectangular stained glass glasses as well. They have like a weird. They have like a bars of gradient between each other. And if I had my weapons, wait, do we have our weapons on us or do we not?
No.
No, we don't.
Just the clothes on your back.
Okay, then yes, I will just have that.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of this. And Ferret casts knock on the door.
Okay. Starting off with a bang. Okay.
Come on, bud, we're getting out of here.
Okay. You guys look like you got potential. If you want to be part of my vanguard, you could probably come with us and do hero stuff.
Well, thank you for breaking the lock. And honestly, I'm definitely coming.
Gross.
Great.
Okay.
I didn't feel like that.
I mean, I unlocked my door. I can unlock one other door, but that doesn't seem very fair to all of you.
Wait, I thought we were all in the same cell.
Oh, we're in
You
the same
are,
cell.
you are all in the same
But we're
cell.
shackled.
Pair of shackles.
You're shackled.
Oh. Well, I got the door.
Nice.
An excellent first step, but does anyone have any ideas how to get out of these?
Is there like a piece, like a, I'm not sure if there's like a stick or anything, like a something thin that can jam into this lock or anything? Kind of wiggle it out?
If we can find our equipment, I can do some similar magic to what, pardon me, I haven't just met you. Your name is still fuzzy. Ferric, similar to what Ferric just did. But can't do it without my equipment.
I had a dream once that a centaur just flexed real hard, broke his shackles.
I was thinking about that.
I'm gonna try that.
Rip, for sure. Rip, for sure.
Pickles is definitely gonna try to start using her muscles to break out of shackles.
You can do it, Pickles.
Ambrose, go ahead and make me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
First roll of the game.
Let's go.
No pressure, my dude.
I got this. Just
Natural
it's all
one.
about confidence. 20.
Whoa, dirty 20. That's good. That's good.
Nice, nice.
You look around, there's mostly just loose straw, some liquids that you probably don't want to think about what they are, and you don't really see anything like a twig or anything like that that would seem to be able to pry open any kind of chains.
Okay.
Poppet, my darling. Let's see if Papa can help. Poppet, my darling, could you go see if you could find this... Could you go see if you could find this nice man's... What was it again?
Oh, the equipment that I need for casting my own spells.
I see. And what does it look like?
Well, it's all stuffed into a treasure chest, which is also magically locked. I'd have to be the one to unlock it. So,
I see.
are we? I guess I look down at my feet. Are our feet shackled together, or are they shackled to the ground? Like, can we waddle out of the unlocked cage?
You can definitely waddle. The only connection of the shackles is between you and your friend that you've been traveling with. So, Ferric, you and Spunk are shackled together. Miraz and Pickles are shackled together. And then Ambrose and Miss Evangeline are shackled together.
Okay. Well, Pickles, should we go see if we can try to find our equipment?
Okay, hear me out. What if I make myself really big? You think they'd break?
I think they'd break.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Pickles is gonna use her giant's might to just suddenly become large size.
She does that.
Holy shit, you're like me.
Told you.
Fascinating.
Told you she's a hero.
You all just see as the small goblin suddenly becomes like huge and large, and the shackles, ping, they ping off and crackle very easily because you just became flippin' huge. So,
Flippin' huge, man.
flippin'
All right,
huge,
let's
man.
go. She just like scoops
All right, wait.
up
Can
Miraz.
you just do that to all of us? Can you yank them off?
I mean, I could.
Bring mine.
Okay. She's just gonna try to start ripping shackles apart.
She like flails me around.
Go ahead and go ahead and make an athletics check for me, Pickles. See if you can rip these bad boys off.
I do have advantage on all strength checks with this form.
Wah, wah, awesome. So that is a what?
Dirty 20.
Awesome. That's 2 dirty 20s in a row. That's a great start. Easily. I'll say that we'll just say that 20, dirty 20, your gigantic form, all of you would just... What that would look like, Pickles, when you just break off these chains for everyone. What does it look like?
She is not being gentle.
Easy on the wrists. Easy on the wrists.
Just like picking up and just like tearing apart, attempting not to actually hurt anybody, but not being gentle in the slightest. Just fall off the ground.
I think we
Except
talked
for maybe
about...
Ferric. I don't.
We
No,
talked
probably
about
also.
Spunk being, like, flung around. Is that... Did I hear that somewhere?
Yeah, like why won't this break? And just shaking them.
All right, thank goodness. Wow, this juice that they gave us was very tangy.
Can I make an investigation on that juice that he's drinking?
That wasn't juice.
You don't want to insight check the juice? Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation on the juice.
Because another good roll. Got it.
I don't know if
Oh
there's
my
such a thing
God!
as a good roll with this.
It's a 22.
22.
22.
Tell me about the juice I've been drinking.
Well, this juice was in some sort of wineskin that was left. It was hard to open, and there was a great tangy fermentation from the juice. The juice is very mild and bland. It's almost as if someone whittled in the wineskin to conserve the floor that they sat on. It's possible that... so that's... Ambrose, you would just know that's straight up. It's straight up urine. So.
Barrick, is it?
Yes.
I afraid to inform you, but I think that's piss.
Oh, they must have been really dehydrated because, I don't know, it doesn't seem very fresh.
All right.
Anyway,
This
shall we
is
get
a
out of here?
Let's get out.
fascinating conversation. And Evangeline's going to prestidigitate herself clean.
Oh,
Evangeline, you
excellent.
can do that for me too as well, could you?
Of course, darling.
What does that look like when you cast prestidigitation?
Evangeline would, she's wearing a big frilly white collar with a pink ribbon around it that has a little brooch at the center. And she just touches her fingers to it and then does a flourish with her hand. And suddenly they're clean.
Awesome.
Mr. Ferric,
Yes.
I don't know if it would work, but do you want me to prestidigitate the taste out of your mouth?
That's not the worst thing I've had in there. I don't mind.
All right. Well,
I mean, I kind of eat rats,
okay.
so it's fine. It's all good. little carrying never hurt.
You know, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Still don't
Can
think
we...
you should be drinking piss, even if you eat.
Ambrose.
One must always keep up his strength in order to fight the evils at hand.
Well said.
Speaking of the evils ahead, Evangeline, that was a delightful use of prestidigitation. Let's try to find a way out of here so that I can join you all in spellcasting and such.
Of course.
All right, so how do we get out of here? And Ferrick's gonna look around for an exit.
Sure.
Yeah, peek out of this gate.
You take yourself and you look around. It's really easy because there's basically a long hall. The right, as you can see, goes to the end of what looks to be a dead end, but the other cells lining the right of you. And then on the left side, you look and it goes down like the other hall, but it leads to a staircase, a small table next to that staircase, which obviously someone on duty would be at if they were on duty. And then that staircase leads to a door. So it's a pretty straightforward, or so it would seem, way to go.
But there's no one on duty?
There seems to be no one on duty.
I can lead the way. I'm pretty good.
By all means, Ambrose.
Indeed, go for it.
Would you like me to send Poppet ahead?
You can do that too as well. I do not mind.
I'm going to send Poppet on ahead and take Ambrose's arm and then blink my eyes, and suddenly they're cat eyes, if you were looking into her face, and I'm gonna scout ahead through Poppet.
Okay. You hear Poppet grunt and meow a little bit as you scout ahead. The hallway is not like super duper long. It's probably about 40 feet in total length, maybe a little bit more. And how far are you going? You gonna go straight down the end of the hall?
All the way to the end.
Okay.
See if there's anything lurking before we just waltz down there.
Sure. You go down, Poppet. If you're looking, would see this very interesting looking cat walk down to the end of the hall. There appears to be no sign of anyone. There appears to be nothing in particular that would indicate that someone's been here for a long time. But that's all you see. There is a torch obviously lighting near the staircase. That's about it.
I'll blink back. The coast seems to be clear. I don't understand a jail with no jailer.
That is odd.
I'm not complaining, though.
Certainly not.
Yeah, but why? Why put you in a jail cell if you're not gonna guard them? No point to that at all.
Can I walk forward and see if that door past the jailing desk is unlocked?
Sure. Miraz, as you head towards the staircase, you go up the staircase, right?
Yes.
As you head up the staircase, not a huge staircase at all, you get to the door. It's a pretty well-kept door, a little bit better than you would imagine a door in an underground dungeon to be. It looks pretty plain still. What do you do?
I will try to open it.
Okay. As you attempt to open it, it is locked.
Great. Well, that explains why they don't need a jailer here. There's another barricade in case we get out of the first one.
Mr. Ferrick, can you do that trick again?
Yeah, of course. And Ferrick's just go walk up and fucking cast knock again.
Okay. You hear a little click as the door opens.
All right. Well, I can't do that any more times. I'm out of juice.
Well, that was wonderful form. Excellent
thank you.
handiwork.
I just knocked on it.
Wait, so you
Clinkety
have
knock.
to drink piss to cast your spells?
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
For real? You never said that before.
No, it's not me. No.
Oh.
Ambrose, darling, perhaps don't engage with these people any more than we have to.
Wow, what do you mean by these people?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with us.
We are not clowns.
Oh boy.
I would never miss
No,
Pickles.
take it from the big guy. We're not clowns. I'm a fantastic wizard. I'm just a little short on supplies right now.
What is your name?
Miraz. Pleasure to meet you, Ambrose.
Have I heard of anyone as Miraz before?
Make a history check.
Okay.
Also, at this point, Pickles has shrunk back down So even you just point back and say the big guy, and it's just Tiny Pickles again.
All about confidence again. Here we go.
Nice.
Oh my god. 18.
That's a good joke. Star-Lord? You've lived in Mornstead your whole life. I would assume, Miraz, that your fame is somewhat grown, right? People would definitely have heard of your shows.
Sure. I've been adventuring for a few months at least,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, you definitely know of Miraz the Magnificent.
I know that name.
Did you hear that, Pickles? He knows that name!
No autographs.
Oh, no, I don't want an autograph. But,
Why don't you want an autograph?
because we're in the basement, I'm trying to get out.
I would give you an autograph.
I'll
Don't give
I'll
him an
get an autograph later, but
I'll take an autograph.
You could have it.
Oh, certainly,
You call me hero.
Spunk.
Evangeline would like an autograph too after that rude comment to everyone, so
Autographs all around. By everyone, for everyone.
thank you. So,
Through the
guess
door,
we gotta
then.
keep going through this door, get out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's leave.
I mean that's what I'm trying to do. Y'all just
could open it.
y'all seem
Wait.
like you want to be here quite a while, and Ferrick's gonna kick open the door.
Okay. As you burst open the door, for what you would think would be a pretty normal site, maybe another room, another hallway, something that would entail that you are below ground, you are not greeted by that. Instead, you are greeted with a wonderful, brilliant, magical forest. As you kick open the door, the smell of pine and forest immediately hits your face. The sudden burst of sunlight blinds some of you initially, but as you adjust yourself, you see that it is magical woods, and, trees that are going high, maybe ferns, pines. Surely not something you were expecting. What do you do?
Yeah. When you say magical woods, is there something that clearly seems like non-mundane to us? Like, are there, like dancing lights or anything like that?
Certainly. A lot of the vegetation is brightly colored. Purples, hues of bright yellow coming from certain woods. Moss, for instance, is pink on many other trees. So it's not the woods you're used to.
Yeah.
Well, this looks like the right place.
Well, this is just lovely.
Oh, Ferrick and Spunk, are you from, does this place seem familiar to you?
Nope. I mean, but it looks a hell of a lot better than that dank hole that we all came in out of with the weird juice.
I lived predominantly in water before this, so no.
Yeah, he's kind of like a lakeside real estate kind of person.
I want to use my primal awareness and expend it to see if there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead in this area within 6 miles.
Within 6 miles?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I turn around? What does the door look like? Is it just a door in the middle of the forest, or is there a building?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You see, if you entered in past the door, you would see the door frame just standing in the middle of the forest. You look in the door, there's still the dungeon that you left, but you kind of go behind. The dungeon is not there. It's a framed door, just chilling in the woods.
Well, do I see my equipment or any of our equipment anywhere in the vicinity?
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
And while you do that, Ambrose, you detect some interesting characters within 6 miles. Celestials, to be exact.
Nice.
Ah,
I got a 16 on perception.
Nice, nice.
it looks like celestials are in the area.
How delightful.
Celestials, you say?
I guess you also sense me because I'm technically Fae.
That's true.
Hello.
Though.
I can see you seeing me.
Oh, and if Poppet is a familiar, then you probably sense Poppet too. But you're probably used to that, having traveled with her.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
With that 16, Nathan,
Yes.
you would notice probably about 20 feet or so, rather unusual mound of moss. With a 16, this doesn't look like, even though this forest is definitely not anything you're used to, you definitely notice, maybe with your skills and abilities, that there's something off about this mound.
I would cautiously investigate the mound.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Another 16.
Number 16. You notice as you look at the mound with a 16, you're going to be able to see there is a slight discoloration of the grass right in front of the mound. So there's something off about the grass color.
Oh, hey everyone, I know some of you are missing equipment as well, possibly all of you, I'm not sure, Ferric, if you have possessions you're looking for, but, feel like this mound of moss might be hiding something. There's this patch of grass here, I'm gonna try to stand on it, but first, Pickles, would you mind holding on to me in case I, fall through or something?
I gotcha.
Thank you, and then I'll just step on the grass.
Okay. As you step on the grass, I would say make a dexterity saving throw with advantage, because Pickles is helping you out.
A 21.
Nice.
Fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah, as soon as you step on this discoloration, the path and the little plot of land with the grass that's discolored falls down. The sizable pit opens up around the front mound, obviously trapped.
Interesting. So, perhaps, is it possible to, pull back some of the moss from the mound and see if there's anything inside it?
Yeah, sure. As you're doing that, Spunk and Ferric, go ahead and make me both perception checks, please.
Woof, that's a 10 for Ferric.
23.
Nice.
Rock on. Spunk, you do notice that from where you're standing, a slight movement happens as you realize that someone or something is watching you.
Someone's here. Hello?
Who?
As you call out for whoever is watching you, a wonderful fox hops from the grass and strolls merrily over to you and says, "Well, hello there."
Hello.
Hello.
Well, man.
Hi.
Welcome. How'd you get here?
We don't know. We're in a stinky dungeon. I opened the door, we came out here, and now we are. What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
It's Phineas. Phineas the Fox.
Ah,
That's pretty simple.
alliteration.
How do you do, Mr. Phineas? Can you tell
Oh,
us
hello.
where we are?
Well, you're in a forest.
Man of great wisdom.
That's true.
That's what I've been told.
Told by who?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Told by who? Who told you this was...
Oh!
told you that you were wise. I thought somebody told you that this was a forest, and I was like, they know what's going on. Never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, no. It's a perfectly legitimate question to ask. Well, honestly, it's been a long time since I've had people come into this forest. About, I don't know, 100 years or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're like 100 years worth of stock.
Well, no, not necessarily. I live here. This is my home. But it's very possible that you just entered. Or, well, maybe you've been here for 100 years. I really don't know. I don't know how this all works, honestly. But I can help you.
Does this look like a normal fox?
Oh, absolutely not. This fox is at least probably the size of a Labrador.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the fox is multicolored in many ways. So part of its body is a bright red, part of its body is a bright yellow, black stripes on the sides. And the only way you know it's a fox is it looks like a fox, just different. Whereas as you uncover the moss, though, you open a rather large chest and you find what you immediately know is your equipment and your valuables.
Oh, excellent.
You also find 5 other bags of contents, which you presume to be maybe these people's stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe I found everyone's equipment over here. Oh, there's a fox there. Hello.
Oh, hello.
See that? These guys are the future's greatest heroes. Should probably show us where to go so they can get to their work.
Interesting. And what is your name?
What, my name?
Yes.
Oh, I'm Frog Emperor Spunk, cleric of the hero's light.
Ooh, what a title. Wonderful.
I know, right? It's very long.
Yes. I am Phineas the Fox. As you know, you've entered this domain from which you have to leave. Earn your way out, so to speak.
Oh, earn.
Yes. Do you
Don't
not
like the
know...
sound of that word.
Can I roll to see, having grown up in a church, if I can piece together who this fox might be, knowing that there are celestials about?
You can certainly try. Make a religion check,
I can
please.
certainly try. Ooh, with advantage, because I grew up in a church.
Sure. I'll grant.
Since I'm a churchy boy too.
I'll just say I'll give you advantage because you have grown up in a church. Who's just at me?
Ooh.
Oh my god, we are killing
That's a net 20, baby!
Y'all
First
are
one of the
slaying
game.
the rolls.
Right?
It's the smell.
Yeah. You would know, obviously it's not a normal fox. With the knowledge that you have from Ambrose being a celestial, you would notice or understand that this is a somewhat divine being. You know of no god or goddess who takes the form of a fox.
But would I know that the animal guardian of the fire god, whose name I can't remember right now, would I know that? Having had
You
a religious education? Okay.
You would. Telzalar is the god of fire.
Telzalar.
Yes.
Having pieced this together, in Celestial, Mr. Phineas, who do we have to talk to get out of here? Could you maybe take us to Telzalar? Or put in a good word?
Possibly, he says back in a celestial tongue. But I think it's better if we talk to all the people here. It's quite rude to not include them. Don't you think?
Oh, I was merely trying to speak to you in your language, of course.
I speak many languages, not just the divine tongue. But everyone seems perplexed as to what's going on right now. Your friend asked me, how'd you get out of here, correct? Or who do you have to speak to? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Well, it's quite simple, really. All you have to do to leave a forest is walk.
Well, that's
Is
not
that
much.
confusing? Walking?
No.
Where to?
No, just walk. Just keep walking.
We can go that way.
That is correct.
And is that how we earn our escape?
The escaping part is up to you. The Emperor Frog over there has the right idea. Just pick a way and make your way.
Miraz would like to reopen the door that we first came out of. Does it lead back down into the dungeon still, or does it show something else?
As you reopen the dungeon door, it is no longer there. It seems you have passed the first test, so to speak.
The door itself is just entirely gone?
No, the door's there. It's just like you open.
Oh, okay.
There's
Sure.
nothing there. Yeah.
Alright. So, who are the people we should introduce to? Is there a bugle that I have to blow into to, I don't know, announce our appearance?
Oh, that would be good, but no, unfortunately, you just have to choose a way, come together as... Well, you're not really friends. Are you friends?
I don't
Oh,
know.
we're gonna be. The path to true adventure begins with a single step with future friends.
Wise words, friend. Wise
That's
words.
painfully wholesome.
Very well said, though.
Indeed. A word of warning, though, as you travel whichever direction you may choose. You must, well, be where your feet are, so to speak.
Be where our feet are, as in don't fall into big holes like that?
Well, that would certainly help. Well, your friend almost did, but no, I guess I'll leave it up to you what that means. It's more fun that way. I suppose I should warn you, if you don't make it out, you stay here forever. Well,
That's a good thing for us to know, yes.
did I forget to mention that? Or leave that out?
Phineas.
My bad. Yes. Who are you?
I am Ambrose. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, I'm sure.
I kind of like crouch down. Why do we have to do this test?
Well, why do you have to do any test? Do you not know how you got here? Do you not remember that?
No, can you enlighten us, please?
I could, but it'd be more fun to see you walk your way. I'm finicky like that.
Well, looks like you're not given much of a choice.
You have many choices. North, south, east, west, whatever way you choose.
I imagine y'all look over and Spunk is on Ferric's shoulders and we're just going in a direction.
You're just going.
Come on, guys, let's go! I can smell the potential ahead of us!
Is
Should
the
we
rest of
follow
our
the frog's
stuff
Pickles?
in the same place?
Yeah, grab my stuff.
Yeah, definitely scoop that up.
Yep. Scoop up my stuff.
Was you off just looking through all of our bags while you were while we were talking to Phineas?
Pickles is definitely going through shit.
I was fascinated by the fox, so once I had my own stuff, I wasn't really paying attention to Pickles or everyone else's belongings.
Super important. Which way are you two going? What's the direction, Smoking Ferric?
So what did Phineas say?
Heroes march past the North Star. We'll go north.
Oh, that does sound good.
Excellent.
As good a choice as any.
I need everyone to roll a D100, please.
Ooh.
D100.
16 from Spunk.
81. Oh, I'm sorry.
41.
34.
81 was Ian's, mine was 36.
33 for Ferric.
Ian had the highest in 81, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. By Ian, I mean Ambrose. And then the lowest would go to Spunk, correct? What I'm seeing here? Perfect. Okay. As you march north, you observe the sights, the sounds of this forest. Creeks make their way, the water churning. You see strange birds fly overhead. Phineas the fox goes away without yelling a final warning. Don't forget to be where your feet are.
Be where your feet are. Do.
Good afternoon, Mr. Phineas. Do give our regards to Telzala.
You as well. And then he hops back into the foliage, disappearing. The rest of you make your way north. Do you say anything to each other, or do you walk in silence?
The whole time, Pickles is pointing to random things on the ground and being like, "Hey, Mars, think I could eat that? What about that?"
That one's a rock. That's a mushroom. Sometimes those are good, sometimes they'll kill you, so I'd probably avoid that. That one's probably safe. That one's... No, I wouldn't advise that mushroom, but those berries are there, probably okay.
Okay.
Miraz would also try to make small talk with everyone, but particularly with Evangeline after seeing her cast Prestidigitation and a couple other... what was the other spell you did? The communication with your familiar. Like, Evangeline, what's the source of your magic, if you don't mind asking? Or did you study under someone? How did you come about those abilities?
Oh, my powers are divine. I am a prophet and the only cleric of the prince.
The prince?
What kind of prince? Like
Where
dog prince?
magic
The
Our
prince.
prince.
You all just see Spunk. What's Spunk when you're singing that? How does that look like? He's like doing like
He's just bouncing on Ferric's shoulder, saying that
wonderful.
as you guys talk.
Has Miraz heard of the prince, or is that not a well-known person or entity?
Anyone interested can make a religion check if they've heard that conversation. If they want to know more.
I want to know so much more.
Evangeline has her arm through Ambrose's arm while they walk, by the way.
I got an 11 on religion.
I only rolled poorly, even though you've been telling me about this character so much.
Spunk got a 19. Because
Spunk
even though
got
he's
a
singing,
19.
he is paying much more attention than it seems.
Are we doing advantage?
No, just straight roll.
Oh, okay.
We'll call it that. Everyone who scored above a 10 would know that the prince is
of a lesser deity than the other gods and goddesses, cast out of the gods' plane for falling in love with the goddess Vespa. He is an interesting character, to say the least. Not much is 100% known about him, but you do know he is disgraced and somewhat of a fallen deity.
Isn't that the god of horny? Like the one that really liked the one lady?
The god of love, Mr. Ferrick.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. No, love can be good. It can help a lot, or it could be bad. Real bad.
Love
Speaking
is
from
always
experience-
good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, this little guy is a big heartbreaker. Everybody's like, oh, your pet, it's so cute. And then he opens his mouth.
Actually, my kind reproduce through ourselves. We don't really mate or anything like that. Just kind of produce eggs and then fertilize them and such. Takes a really long time, though. Yeah.
Well, there are all kinds of love, Mr. Spunk.
I guess so. Got love and friendship and such. That could be good.
Absolutely. But anyway, when I converted to the faith of the prince, he granted me powers to help make my way through the world to share his message.
And what exactly is his message?
Love, of course. That is how we heal, how we beat back the darkness.
Fascinating. Well, I would, love, as it were, to, meet this prince sometime or learn more of the ways of the prince.
Of course, I believe we have quite a long journey ahead of us.
Ugh, give a room.
Good to have topics of conversation.
Sounds kind of hokey. I just beat it back with my fists. Why do you need this love shit?
See, she gets it. You build, you become a hero. You use the light to save the world.
What is this hero's light you're talking about?
Oh, the hero's light, going beyond. Unlocking your potential and becoming a legend.
You got him on it again.
What you do, all you have to do, is to be brave, and to be true, and to be strong. And if you do that, you unlock your true potential. All of us have divine power built into our own bodies, and we can unleash it on the world to, like she said, beat back the darkness.
Well, I hope that is so, but for the last 22 years, I've not been able to cast any divine magic, especially praying at the church. So, I don't think that's true whatsoever.
Stay with me. Join my vanguard. I will show you. I will give you the power that you need. And you'll become a legend all on your own.
I am all in, Spunk.
This is a very productive day so far, Ferrick. This is going real good. Real good.
And you, Mr. Ferrick,
Yes.
what is the nature of your gift?
Well, I just kind of do this thing, and it works. I don't know. My body just works.
He's a special boy. Or thing. Or
Yeah, that's kind
I'm
of
not really-
ill-defined.
not really sure what
Have you-
exactly he is.
Have you always been able to do this sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been born like this, but from what other people have told me, I look like a owl bear, but just a skinny one.
That's more frightening as well. I mean no offense by that. Your cheery demeanor quickly put me at ease, but when you were the first thing I saw in that dungeon back there, I feel like I aged a few years.
Oh, well,
think
you're
you
not
look-
nothing to look at either, sweet cheeks.
No, I believe me, I
Can't
know
all
that's
be as handsome as me.
Yes.
certainly Spunk. No, I really shine in my my magic, not necessarily my physique.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
You should see him.
motion of the ocean, all that stuff.
What?
I don't know.
Well, Ambrose, is this the sort of adventure you thought we'd go on?
I was not expecting this whatsoever, but hell, I would not have thought to meet these characters at all. So this is definitely exciting.
Much better than that stuffy old church.
Don't bring it up.
So, Ambrose, you're from Mornstead as well, right?
Yes, definitely. Born and raised in Mornstead, and lived at the Vespian Church my whole entire life.
I see, yes. I don't have this information readily available as Nathan, but I imagine Mirage tries to make a little small talk about, like, a couple places that he knows in Mornstead, like a couple taverns, but he probably does so very awkwardly.
You walk for a little bit while more. The tones and the talk of small talk rings as the forest continues to live. When Spunk, you are in the front, you are listening, you hear a slight sound. Sounds like, help, help, help me, please.
Either someone's in distress, or there's a trap ahead. Either way, let's go check it out.
Yes, that's what heroes do.
Okay.
You get it.
Oh God, don't encourage him.
Oh, I think it's sweet.
Pickles just starts
It's
running
gonna be
towards the
great,
noise.
Eric. They're definitely not gonna die this time.
Wait, Pickles, wait! And I start running after
We gotta
Pickles.
save him.
You run towards the noise. It's actually just more so north of the somewhat beaten trail that you're following, and you seem to have stumbled upon a bear. A large bear with interesting moss growing from the side, so imagine just a big Kodiak bear that's all mossy and dirty. The purple and green moss that's familiar with the trees is on this bear. You see that this bear has been caught in a bear trap. Its leg viscerally mutilated as the blood is seeping through, and it's caught in a trap. And you look at the bear, he's just going, rah, rah. All of a
Oh,
sudden he
hi,
looks around.
Cybus.
Who?
Aren't you, maybe I'm mistaken. Sorry.
Are you here to help me?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Of course we are.
Please help me.
Where'd this bear trap come from?
I don't know, but I am stuck in it.
Do you have a nemesis? Is he hunting you?
What's a nemesis?
You know,
Let's talk after we get this trap off of you. Come on. Let's
Yeah,
figure something out to do.
as they're talking, Ferric is trying to open the trap, but I don't know if they'll actually be able to.
I'll try to help, since I'm like, I've done a few traps before.
Pickles just gonna watch and laugh.
Sure.
Spunk's gonna stand next to Pickles' bike.
You could probably open that, you know.
Oh yeah, but you gotta let them try.
Fair enough. They won't get stronger if they don't try.
You get it.
Yeah.
Ferric, go ahead and make a just give me a strength check with advantage because you have some.
Oh man, it hurts my hands. Ah, come on, stupid! That's an 18.
Nice.
You struggle a little bit with help, though. You're able to pry the bear trap open. The bear lifts his leg immediately, and you let go and flips down.
You look at him go.
Yeah, thank you, Ambrose. Oh, that winded me.
Oh, that's my cue.
And Spunk will waddle up to the bear's leg and take a look, see what's going on. 22.
Your healing skills are impeccable, and you look at this wound of the bear, and you notice immediately that the wound is healing on its own accord. There seems to be some sort of natural regeneration of some sort as the wound starts to scab, and the scab becomes normal-looking skin, then hair, and becomes whole.
Wow, that's mighty handy little trick you got there. You don't even need my help.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You have all been so kind and gracious heroes. Thank you.
Are you quite all right?
I am all right. Well, why are you here? Why did you help instead? Don't you have somewhere to be? Place to go?
Those are all excellent questions to which we do not have satisfactory answers.
We are where our feet are, as the thing said.
Yeah.
And we
Maybe
will be
so.
where our feet are going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you any further, but continue on the path you're on.
Thank you.
Bear plods its way through.
Can I look at the bear trap?
Sure.
Is it just a normal bear trap, or is it something special that meant this magic bear couldn't get out of it?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. My investigation isn't awesome. Okay. That's a big 7.
Looks like a bear trap to me. And to you, too.
Evangeline wouldn't know much about bear traps.
Can I check to see if there's magic on it with an arcana kind of thing?
Yeah. I could say you could roll arcana to see if this has some sort of surface level arcana.
I have no idea. I rolled a 6.
Well, it doesn't seem to be magical. But then again, it could be. You are in this strange forest, which you went through a door. So for all you know, it could be. Or it could be just a bear trap.
Yeah, is it alright if I do arcana as well? That's one of my fortes.
Let Magic Man take a look at him.
Yeah, with a 22.
You look at it, Miraz, and you do see that this trap is somewhat not normal. It is definitely of some sort of magical means. A trap that is not really a trap, so to speak. But it definitely is not a normal trap that anyone would make.
Is it attached to the ground?
It is attached to the ground.
I'm sorry if you said this and I spaced, but did you clarify what exactly about it is different? What makes it not normal? Or is it just a sense?
You realize that the ends of the bear trap are somewhat attached to the ground, as if this bear trap is not really a trap, it is a part of the forest floor.
Okay. Huh. I'll share that with the group. I'm not sure what else to make of it, so
That's
maybe
true.
any of you have ideas.
Well, can we take it with us?
I mean, if we can take the whole forest with us, maybe we can dig it up, but it seems like it's part of the floor itself, of the ground.
Okay.
Whoa.
We
Can I
are
have a
not.
shovel?
DM, how do you want me to roll again to see if I know which god a giant magic bear would belong to?
It's my boy Cybus.
Cybus.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to make any kind of check to know that
Okay.
Cybus would not knowing from take the form of a bear, but
Mm-hmm.
that would be the Cybus's MO. Cybus being the god of the earth.
Yes. I'm quite confused. The spirit that belongs, or that is associated, I suppose, with Cybus, the god of the earth, is a bear. Why would Cybus set a trap from the earth?
It's just more tests. He also
maybe
didn't
you
give
wanna
us
see if
any
we would show him
wine, so
compassion.
I don't know if it would do much good to take the trap with us, but we
Okay,
could
then.
try.
I mean, I'm sure they'll give us our own traps in our own time.
I kind of agree with Ferric. I think we should probably keep on moving.
Now, do you think you meant take the path we were on or the path we're on now?
What's the difference?
The ones over there.
Are there two paths, DM?
There is one path.
There's
I thought we
one
went off
path,
the path to
and
find the
it's
bear. All right.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of paths. It's a forest, but like you seem to be on a beaten trail. That seems to be like a path, though.
Never mind.
the fox said, pick a path and go. The only way to get out is to walk. So I don't really think direction matters in a place like this. At least that's just my guess.
Even so, just for consistency, I think we should follow along the same path. The same one
Fair
that
enough.
Spunk pointed out to us at the very beginning.
Very well. Spunk, would you like to continue to lead?
Let's go, Ferric. Let's do this thing.
All right.
As you keep the path that you are treading, singing songs and maybe making
You know,
more
you're really
small
the
talk.
one who should be singing, because that's like what you do and stuff, you know. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, Ferric will reach into their bag and pull out a small hand drum. And you hear this eerie kind of like low trilling deep in their throat. And as they start to sing, their voice kind of swings in between like owl calls and these like deep guttural noises as they start to sing a song of travel in Sylvan.
I can't sleep at night without it anymore, so.
Is there any form this song would look like? Maybe a tune or a jangle that you have?
Here's the point where our amazing editor will insert a beautiful mystical song, because I, as the player, I have no musical skill whatsoever.
Cody, I'm bringing "Sexy" back by Justin Timberlake.
My neck, my back, please.
But make it mystical.
Spunk can't sleep until he hears my neck, my back.
You walk. Eventually, the forest becomes less and less filled with foliage and trees, and starts to approach what would only be considered a cliffside. And eventually, as you clear the forest, you are almost greeted by a lack of anything that you can see. You look out, and it's just miles and miles of sky as you are now on a cliff. Cliff that runs, if you look to your left and you look to your right, as far as you can see is the cliff, and as far as you see to the left is the cliff. It's like this entire forest stops. If you were to look over the cliff edge, you would see that it is a very long drop. You're very high up. What do you do?
Forward, Ferric, let's go!
You know I feel sensitive about these kinds of things. And Ferric will raise their arms out, and between their claw hands and their weirdly lithe shoulders, you see everybody would be able to see some pretty gnarled up wings with burn marks over them. I can't fly us out there.
He said just keep walking. Didn't mean to bring up the wing thing. I didn't think about that.
Do I see any other animals around?
No, as you look to the left and right, it's not difficult to see that. It honestly looks like the six of you are the only people near.
Are there any large rocks or clumps of trees where Miraz might be able to kind of duck around for some privacy?
Oh, sure, there's trees behind you. There's tons of trees.
Okay. While everyone else is looking at the cliff, I would try to discreetly kind of head back into the forest. I don't know if anyone would notice or try to stop me, but that's what I'd be doing.
He must be trying to take a dump.
We have been here for a long time.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry, just one moment. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Alright. Pickles, will you do me a favor?
Yep.
Walk off the
Okay.
cliff.
No, don't. Oh, well, I was gonna say, hold on to me. I'm not very strong, you're very strong. If I fall, you can lift me up. If I fall, or if you fall...
Yeah, think smarter, not harder. She's really strong, huh?
Yeah, Pickles has proven to be very musculature. So, let's see. Soap, sealing wax, perfume. I have a rope in here?
I mean, I have a rope.
You have a rope? Can I use your rope?
I guess.
I mean, can you use your rope?
Maybe.
Okay, tie it around my waist, or I can tie it around my waist. I don't
know if I could reach around your waist.
Oh, okay. Here I go. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think this will hold. Is there something that I would roll to see if I made a good knot or not?
Yeah, sure. Make a performance check. Sure. See how well you tie a knot or not.
That is a juicy 10.
That seems pretty solid.
All right. Okay. I'm going to step, and if I fall, you yoink me.
Okay.
And Ferric takes a step off the cliff.
As that happens, Miraz, you go behind maybe a thicker part of the trees that have cleared up. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit vague here for narrative purposes, but I'm gonna unlock my case with all of my wizarding supplies in it and just equip myself so that I can cast spells now.
Wonderful. Do you return after you've done so?
I do. It takes me a couple minutes, so Ferric is probably off the edge before I get back.
Okay. Ferric, you take a step, and as you take a step, you immediately begin to fall.
So glad we used the rope. Okay, yoink me, Pickles.
You don't want to stay there? It looks like you're flying.
I know. Yoink me,
It's
please.
pretty cool. You can swing you.
Anything? Do you
My
see
tummy
anything
hurts so
useful?
bad. Yeah, do I see anything while I'm down there?
As you look down, you see that the cliff is very, very high up. And really, you don't really see the bottom, you just see clouds. So whatever distance this is, you know it's really flipping high. Unnaturally so.
Okay, get me up, get me up.
You sure?
Yep, please.
Pickles will start to pull on the rope.
Be gentle. I've got
Okay,
delicate
so-
little bird bones.
But you're so
Yeah, it
big.
does. They're hollow.
You're hollow?
Yeah, his bones are hollow. Yeah, it's weird.
Be more gentle.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's not a secret floor.
Yeah, not that secret floor. As I like.
Up something. I don't know. We had to jump up like the whole body on top, but
No, because you gotta commit.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
you
work.
have to be where your feet are. If I threw something, then that's not where my feet are, and that might not be a path.
Right.
well, that doesn't make any sense because if that means we just have to keep walking off a cliff at any point to see.
Yeah, but I figured since it was right at the end of the path, maybe it just kept going. But, yep, wasn't that. So wanna go left or right?
Is there anything unusual about the ground where we're standing?
Make a perception check. Yeah, make an investigation check. That makes more sense.
Oh man, my perception's better.
Yeah, there's something unusual. It just fucking stops.
It's just gone.
I'd
14.
say that's pretty unusual.
14. Well, it seems as though the area in which your feet are, which you all are kind of present, definitely have almost the grass is definitely newer.
All right. Well, should we walk a different way?
Just a moment, Ferric.
Okay.
And I'm gonna crouch down very daintily so I don't get my dress dirty, and take out a dagger and just kind of carve at the ground a little bit and see if what's underneath the new grass.
As you take your dagger and you start carving, the dagger is pretty unexpectedly cuts through quite easily as you are easily just tear up this grass, tear up this dirt.
I think perhaps there was something buried here, or here before.
Probably about this point, Miraz rejoins the rest of the party, adjusting his robes. Man, the moss around here does not make for the best toilet paper. Just so you know.
Oh,
That's too much information, Razal, but appreciate
Am I
it.
picking up on him being shady right now?
I will put that in everyone else's hands, depending on how insightful you are, like as characters.
How insightful indeed.
I have a 15 passive insight.
Same.
Wait, passive insight or passive
Passive
insight?
insight.
Passive insight, yes. There's a thing with passive
Perception.
insight.
Passive insight's a thing.
Passive insight.
How do you know what your passive insight is?
Any passive would be your modifier plus 10.
Oh, I also have passive insight of 15.
Huh?
Okay, so everyone except Miraz is aware how obvious it is that he's being a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, I mean,
Pickles has
Pickles has
Pickles.
no idea.
Pickles
I
don't
would
know
say-
shit.
I would say, Miraz, go ahead and roll a deception check for me, and let's see if your deception is fooled or not fooled.
Nice, and that's why I took expertise in deception. 13.
Oh!
Way to go, way to go. The highest is 15 insight, is that correct? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, everyone above a 13 on the passive insight would, no pun intended, see that Miraz is full crap.
So, did we figure out a way beyond to keep going forward or down the cliff?
I think there was something here before, or maybe something buried underneath it.
we all know he didn't go poop, right?
I mean,
Yes.
I don't really
What?
care what he did behind the tree.
You are
watching?
Us.
No, I just can smell lies.
I smell a distinct lack of poop in the air, so that's
That's
Yeah, I wanted to sound
rather
cool,
why I
though,
went
right?
behind the tree so you wouldn't have to smell it.
I don't think he knows how smell works.
I do indeed know how smell works. You
Wow, your hearing's really good.
olfactory
I thought I was whispering
senses
that.
receive
You have an old factory in your face?
no, it's Pickles. It's how you smell things. Like you receive scents which goes to your brain.
through old factories.
Yes.
Okay.
Evangeline's still digging.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Evangeline start.
Yeah, we're digging a hole.
Pickles is just gonna like pull out her shovel, but stand there while she's trying to figure this out.
I'll also call over Poppet and have her do have him do the thing that cats do, and they like kick litter everywhere, only with the hole.
You hear the grunts and the groans of an annoyed puppet digging.
Thank you, darling.
And as you dig, you eventually find what looks to be some sort of chest again. This chest is old, very old. You look at it, and it's not hard to tell. This is not a normal chest. This is not a chest that someone would hide anything in that common people would hide. This is a very unique-looking chest. What do you do with it?
Is it locked?
It is locked. As you try to pry it open, can't open it.
Is anyone particularly skilled with opening such things?
Hello.
Hello, Ferric. Could you
Alright,
take a look?
Yeah, I'll jingle around in there. We'll see how we can get. And Ferric will whip out some thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools.
Whip it out, whip it out.
What ability would you like me to use thieves' tools as moving forward?
I've always done it if, just my realm of expertise, a dexterity mod.
Okay.
And then you would add if you're proficient with it, you have proficiency. If not, you just add your dexterity modifier.
Nice.
Spunk will slap his wet little hand on Ferric's forehead.
Like, you got this, buddy.
Hey, that's my face.
And he glows just a little bit, and then it just transfers into Ferric.
That does feel better.
I know,
do
it
feel
feels
more
like a good
confident. Okay. All right. That is a 21 plus my guidance for a total of 23.
You easily open the lock. It is a little difficult, but for some reason, maybe with the help of Spunk, you open it. Whereas maybe under different circumstances, it'd be harder. You open, and there is 6 different little statues, wooden statues. There is a fox, a bear, an otter, a statue of a woman, a statue of a snake, and then lastly, there is a statue of a hawk.
Hey, we saw 2 of those.
Yeah, I know this one. And Ferric is going to hold up the little hawk.
May I take a look too?
Yeah, here.
I'll grab the statue of the lady.
Is that, Vespa, do you think?
The lady?
The spirit associated with Vespa is traditionally a pale woman. And I'm gonna reach in and take the fox.
Pickles, do you? And Spunk, do you take anything from the box?
We supposed to take those, or?
I don't know. I'm
What's
kind of
with the
between the
snake?
bear, hawk. I don't know which one to take.
There's an otter.
Ugh, I hate otters.
The guardian of the water crystal.
Yeah, guardian of my butt.
Despite my friend here, I tend to not like water.
I like water just fine, till
Yeah.
they take all your stuff away and don't do anything to help you at all.
Well, you can have the otter then. Here you go.
Ugh. Okay, take the otter.
What are the ones that are left?
Do you want a statue?
Yeah, I was just gonna take whatever's left. I don't really care. They're all cute.
I just grab one and toss it without even looking.
Where do you toss it?
Pickles.
Oh, toss it out. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't throw it. I toss it 2 pickles. Like, here. Catch.
She catches it. What was left? Bear and the snake, I think.
And the otter, I believe, right? They took
No.
the otter.
No.
Spunk has the otter.
Spunk took the otter.
Yep, the bear and the snake is the last 2. Let's say,
It's between me and, Ferric.
that's correct.
Me and you.
Oh, me and Pickles. Well, Pickles, you're the mighty warrior out of the 2 of us, and I'm more of the, intellectual, so it seems fitting that you take the bear and I take the snake, yes?
That's slightly insulting, but yeah.
Luckily,
No insult to either of us, it's just an observation. You've got to play to your strengths.
Yeah, you have pretty
The
weak.
statue that was thrown at Pickles was the bear, so that is good timing. Good luck. You have these statues, they're in your hands, and a familiar face seems to be watching you. Phineas the Fox. He just stares. Almost as if he's waiting to see what you will do with your gift.
Let's throw him off the cliff.
Let's probably not do that. I mean,
I
this
know.
was...
Phineas, was it? It's good to see you again.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Phineas.
Oh, hi. Hello. What's your name again?
It's Ambrose.
Ah, yes. Pleasure. I'm just waiting to see what you will do.
We got some statues we found in the dirt.
Yes, I saw that.
Good evening, Mr. Phineas.
Evening, lady.
This one is a beautiful likeness of you.
Do you think so?
I do.
We found a bear in a trap.
Oh.
That wasn't a trap. It's stuck in the ground.
That's true.
I'm
Did
freaked out
you
now.
keep where your feet were, or did you divert from your path?
No. Well, no.
I mean, our feet are here, so we didn't divert from where our feet are.
I mean, but technically, we walked off the path and then walked
Yes.
back onto the path.
Right, but we did walk back onto the path, but now the path ends with a cliff, and I'm wondering if there's some way for us to descend to the cliff or not.
Okay, I'll put the rope back on, now that I have the eagle.
But if this is a test of sorts, maybe it's a test of faith. Maybe we need to step off without rope. How far down is the cliff?
Yeah, you go first, bud.
The cliff is
I've seen how
very
this
far
ends.
down.
Very far down.
Yes, I would say more incalculable at this point.
Okay. Let's think of other ideas first.
Yeah.
But if it comes to that, Spunk, that's what heroes are, right? They leap into the unknown. I am the soon-to-be greatest wizard in all the land, after all, so I will take this risk if we find no other obvious path forward.
He's really that great.
Yes.
I'm going to go back into the tree line and gather some twigs and put them in a little teepee shape to make the beginnings of a fire. And then I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to light it and see if I have extra fire powers now. I'm going to hold the fox while I do it.
As you hold the fox, nothing special seems to happen when you cast your magic.
Hey, you better not burn that statue I gave you.
I would never, Ferric. And I'm going to snuff it out.
Maybe we go in another direction and we'll find another one of these guys.
Can I look at the statue? Does it look like maybe they're all supposed to be fitted together or something like that?
Like a little Voltron action figure?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Hey,
You look at the statue. I mean, it just seems like a statue. But as you all are just kind of sitting there trying to figure out, Phineas just yawns and says, "A few of you had it right. If you are where your feet are, why worry about falling?"
See, that's what I was saying.
Well, the hint at affirmation from a magical fox in a forest I've never seen in my life before is enough for me. So should I take a step?
Go for it, bud.
I turn to Spunk. If this doesn't work out, make sure I'm remembered.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Oh,
That'd be the greatest wizard ever.
ouch!
That's
Okay, well, if my name is not secured yet, maybe I should wait on this after all. And I kind of back
No,
up from the
no,
edge a little bit,
you
like,
voted. You voted. You voted. You. What's the word? What's the word, Spunk? Nominated. Yes, thank you, Spunk. You nominated yourself.
You know what? This is boring. I'll go.
No, Pickles.
Pickles just straight up walks off the cliff,
Bye.
and as you see poor Pickles fall, how do you all react?
I jump after Pickles.
I like jump grab her head or something before she falls off.
Well, what is everyone else doing? As these
I
three.
jump off the cliff after Pickles.
Yeah,
I'm doing that like.
there's
Oh, sorry.
Evangeline, Ferric, and Savon. Do you just watch this happen? The suicide of your comrades, or
I'm gonna watch Phineas as this happens to see if he reacts.
Phineas isn't watching?
Yeah, Ferric, the owl is too shocked to speak.
Well,
I'm gonna peer over the edge of the cliff.
I don't.
Are they falling forever?
Yeah, what was your reaction there?
Okay, so the order of it. I'm just trying to get my head. This is order of events. He says he's gonna walk off. Mars does not walk off. He kind of panics and backs up, and then Pickles says, "I'll go." Starts to walk off the cliff. Correct.
Yes, and then falls.
And in this moment, she is falling,
Correct.
and too far for someone to hopefully grab.
It would seem so, as this desperate plight for trying to save the comrades is happening.
Shoot.
Can I make a perception check if I hear like a splat?
Oh,
Not again.
It's you would
I don't
if you didn't look over the cliff, there's no way that you would hear the splat. But
Oh no,
I
I would've-
looked.
I said I would have ran and tried grabbing it.
Yeah. Well, as Spunk, did you want to do anything for you?
I don't know what I can do. Are both over the edge now, though? Because
Yeah.
Yeah. And you and I are just Pikachu facing at each other.
Well, fortunately for the three who just walked off the cliff, Pickles, as you know,
Three of us.
Creed,
Just two.
Take me higher. You jump off, and then about 5 feet down, you hit somewhat of an invisible floor as you just bam, and then Miraz, you jumped over, correct? To try to catch.
Yes, I was angling myself headfirst to try to cut against the air and reach Pickles.
You fall headfirst to this floor.
Oh.
You take
Ow!
a solid 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
First damage.
You just head spear into this floor.
Oh, see, I told you.
That was
I
cool.
didn't have any doubts.
and then he
Whoa,
goes like
whoa.
one way, and his legs are shaking.
Ferric pushes Spunk onto the invisible boardwalk.
Hey, guys are out! Are
You
guys
made
okay?
it! Leap of faith!
Yeah.
Let's go, Evangeline. And I leap down.
Evangeline will kind of scoot up to the edge and then drop as daintily as she can.
Wonderful.
See, we were all good.
Yeah?
You were right, Pickles.
Pickles did a good job.
I'm definitely very smart.
She didn't doubt herself.
Nope.
That's the key.
And full of faith.
I don't know about that.
As all of you are out over the cliff, sort of poking his head over the cliff, you see Phineas the Fox just look down and just, maybe with a foxy smile. That's not the right term, but anyway.
Foxy
smile.
With a very wide smile. Foxy smile. He just says, well, it seems you did it right. Thankfully. If you didn't have those statues, it would have been bad. But, alas, it seems you have done enough to please the captors you have in this little world they've set up for you. So, ta-ta, as they say. And he just kind of flips around, and as you look around, as you blink, and blink again, the facade of the world around you fades, and you are almost like you're falling in a dream. You kind of hit a ground, so to speak, and as you awake, you are immediately greeted by a beautiful cathedral of sorts that has pretty high walls that are surrounding, probably 50 feet up in the air or so. It's almost like a circular chamber, and the chamber is with beautiful stained glass portraits, stained glass windows, If you look around, kind of get your bearings, you would see that these portraits include things of dragons and heroes and various other things, at least not what most of you recognize as a crystal crown. You are not alone in this cathedral. You see that there is about a dozen or so robed men, seem to be holy men of sort. They look at you, and with awe and amazement, they start to clap and cheer for what you do not know. And one of them approaches you as you gain your bearings. He approaches and says, well done, adventurers. You have passed the test. How do you feel?
Yes.
And what test was that?
No, it's simple. Do you not remember?
No, we
I'm
don't.
afraid not.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry about that. The potion does have a small effect. Let me get you up to speed real quickly. You came to town. Farthington is where you are. We are currently seeking adventurers for what would be a decision to hold, essentially see if you are the heroes of the Crystal Court that are ordained. You didn't necessarily apply for the position, but, well, you sort of fell in your lap. You came here, we gave you a certain elixir that tests your resolve, your ingenuity, and, well, your faith, to be fair. And it seems as though you passed. And now there is but one more trial. A test of strength, a test of valor, of combat prowess.
That makes sense.
Yes, I mean, we are an excellent group of adventurers. I'm sure you've heard of me, Miraz the Magnificent, and, let's see, Spunk here is quite the worthy leader of this crew.
Yeah, these guys are gonna be the greatest heroes that ever were. Pretty soon.
I believe it. It's very interesting, but I digress. We should get going. The other group of adventurers have also awoken as well. Let's all go to this test of strength, the Room of Valor, if you so kindly go.
So you dragged us against our will, and then you put us in the weird place to test us. How many people don't pass the test? Like, how many people have you just, like, straight up killed in that weird forest? Just curious, just like an estimate.
Well, excuse me, I need to introduce myself, apparently. The medicine, elixir, Foxermine. We've met before. My name is Griffin Stonehall. And
Griffin Stonehall. Does
Yes.
not ring a bell.
well, give it some time. You'll definitely start to kick in. The elixir has a lot of abilities. Well, you did not do it against your will. There was offer of payment, if you will.
That does sound better.
Yes. 100 gold pieces each, I do believe we established on. If you lived. But that, most people
I
live.
could buy that barrel up in one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do want a barrel.
To my memory, it was actually 150, but that's it is possible I was misremembering something.
Oh, was it? I
Oh.
seem to recall it was 100. But,
I'm quite certain it was 150 as well.
My friends wouldn't lie.
Make your persuasion check with advantage.
Adventurers don't lie. Heroes of the Crystal Crown don't lie.
You're to see the world. I'll give you $150.
Oh, those were terrible rolls. 13.
18 with advantage.
Okay, rock on. He kind of looks around. You get the sense that he's not 100% confident that he told you that, so... No, 150. Yes, that makes sense. One more test, of course, and...
Oh yeah,
we'll
bring it on.
Yes.
We're gonna nail it.
Yes. I
I'll
do
make
believe you will.
significant eye contact with Evangeline. It's like, nice, we did it.
Oh no,
Spunk
they're
blinks
thinking
one eye
about
at
the
a time.
prince again.
Well, let's be on our way. I'm excited to see what happens. And you see...
to see legends be born, that's what.
I have no doubt. Absolutely. You see those two large doors that kind of extend farther away, and as you walk towards them, the doo, and they kind of slowly open, and that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Whew. We didn't die.
Yeah.
Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
I feel happy. I feel happy. Awesome. Well, listeners, this is episode 1. Great start. Lots of great character development. But now, we'll see how our heroes do next week as they face the challenges that await them. Thanks so much. Hey, if you go ahead and on the podcast forums you listen to, go ahead, give us a like, give us a review, give us some stars, whatever kind of love you can throw. Helps us out a lot. Really appreciate that. And, of course, we hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Hey, before you go, listener, just want to let you know, you're loved, you're important, and you matter. All right. See you next time. Powered Fail. Campaign 1. Chosen of the Crystal Crown. See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.